डॉक्टर गुलाब फलारी, एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स, जे कॉलेज आरा। आज आप लोगों को हम द लॉ ऑफ वेरिएबल प्रोपोर्शन के बारे में बताएंगे, अर्थात परिवर्तनशील अनुपात का नियम क्या है, एक प्रोड्यूसर इस नियम के अंतर्गत कैसे अधिकतम उत्पादन करता है, इसके स्टेजेस के बारे में डिटेल में आप लोगों को बताएंगे। सबसे पहले द प्रोडक्शन फंक्शन इज ए मैथमेटिकल प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ इनपुट आउटपुट रिलेशनशिप। उत्पादन फलन जो है वह इनपुट और आउटपुट के बीच मैथमेटिकल रिलेशनशिप को व्यक्त करता है। प्रोडक्शन फंक्शन इज बेस्ड ऑन ओनली फिजिकल क्वांटिटेटिव रिलेशनशिप and prices are not included in production function. Mathematically, production function can be written as Qx equal to function of A, B, C, D, where Qx equal to physical production of goods X and A, B, C, D are different factors of production. उत्पादन के विभिन्न साधन हैं। Now, for the sake of simplicity, production function can be divided in two parts. First, variable proportion, and second, constant proportion. Variable proportion is applied only in short period. अल्पकाल में यह लागू होता है। As such production function which contains both fixed as well as variable factors. Variable proportion के अंतर्गत अल्पकाल में उत्पादन के दोनों साधन फिक्स और वेरिएबल फैक्टर्स को शामिल करते हैं। Whereas under constant proportion in which all factors of production are variable, इसमें सभी factors of production जो है वो variable होते हैं। Now the law of variable proportion. The law of variable proportion is widely observed law of production which takes place in the short run. In the short run, production can be increased by using more of the variable factor. Variable factor में अधिक से अधिक प्रयोग करके प्रोडक्शन को हम बढ़ा सकते हैं। And the law was first formulated by John Robinson and other modern economists. Now, the law of variable proportion is applicable to all sectors of the economy. All sectors of the economy. The law of variable proportion states that when total output or production of a commodity is increased by adding units of a variable input, while the quantities of other inputs are held constant, the increase in total production becomes after some point small and small. Now the main assumptions of the laws are: state of technology remains the same. Second, all units of the variable factor, that is labor, are homogeneous in nature. There must be always be some fixed input and diminishing returns the results due to fixed supply of the fixed factors. Now, Professor Stiegler defines this law of variable proportion as if the quantity of one productive service is increased by equal increments, the quantities of other productive services remaining fixed, the resulting increments of the product will increase after a certain point. Under the law of variable proportion, or better to say for the sake of simplicity, the law of variable proportion can be divided in three stages which can be depicted in the following table. Fixed factor units of land 1 acre, that is fixed 1 acre, 1 acre, 1 acre. Variable factors units of labor 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now MP marginal product is nothing here in the first stage 4, 6, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, minus 2. And total product by adding all the marginal product here 4, 10, 18, 24, 28, 30, 30, 28. And average product divided by number of output, that is 4, 5, 6, 6, 5.6, 5, 4.3, 3.5. Here from origin point to the third employment of laborers, it is termed as first stage, and after that when marginal products become 0, it is second stage, and when it becomes negative, it is the third stage. Now the law of variable proportion can be divided into three distinct stages. These three stages of short-run law of production are graphically illustrated by the relationship between the AP and MP curves. It is given in the following figure. In this figure, the numerical example is the same as in the above table. On y-axis we measure the labor, and on y-axis we measure the output. Now this is the shape of the TP curve, shape of the average curve, and shape of the marginal curve product. Now stage first, or it is known as stage of increasing returns. It goes from the origin point to the point where the average product curve or is maximum here at this point. That is from origin to point B. In this stage, TP curve is initially increasing at an increasing rate, and then start increasing at a decreasing rate after a certain point. AP average product curve rises throughout in this stage. MP curve rises initially, reaches a maximum, and then start fall. The reason here, the increase in AP average product and marginal product curves is due to underutilization of fixed factor, that is land, indivisibility of factors, and specialization of labor. These are the main causes for the operation of the first stage, that is known as increasing returns. A rational producer, a विवेकशील producer you have, will not operate in this stage, because the producer can always expand through stage first, and it is known as non-economic reason. Now stage second, known as stage of diminishing returns. It is the most important stage out of the three stages. Stage second of production ranges from the point where AP curve is maximum. AP curve is maximum to the point where the marginal curve, product curve, is zero. At this system, zero. That is from point B to D, B to D. In this system, both AP and MP curve are positive but declines. It is declining. The TP curve continues to increase at a decreasing rate, and a rational producer will always operate in this stage. Always operate. The law of diminishing returns operates in this stage known as second stage, and the reason here, the fall in AP average product and marginal product curves is due to use of fixed factors beyond optimal capacity, lack of perfect substitute between the factors. And now stage third, known as stage of negative returns. It covers the entire range over which empty curve is negative. After this empty curve, after this point, it will become negative. A rational producer will not operate in this stage, will not operate. Even with free labor available, because he could increase his output by employing less labor, and it is known as non-economic reason and inefficient range. Now the basis of the discussion, table B here, this table summarizes the three stages of log variable proportion which takes place in the short run. Stage first, stage second, stage third. Term used here: total product, average product, marginal product, and reference point. Stage first is known as increasing returns to the factor. Now, total product, nature of the total product, it starts from origin. Increases at an increasing rate, and then increases at a decreasing rate. Average product start from the origin also, and then increases till its maximum point. Marginal product increases, reaches a maximum, and then starts falling. A reference point from origin to point B. origin to point B. Stage second, known as diminishing returns to the factor. And in this stage, total product increases at a decreasing rate till it reaches the maximum point. Nature of the average product falls continuously, and nature of the marginal product falls continuously till it is equal to 0 here in this stage. Reference point from point B to point D. B to point D. Stage third, known as negative returns to the factor, and total product falls, average product falls continuously, marginal product will become negative after this point. Reference point here, point D onwards here. That's all.